welcome to this new episode of Continuum Gaming, and today we have another Windows 10 mobile focused episode where I'm going to show you 3 different games again, which can be played on the Continuum mode, in this case of Windows 10 mobile smartphones. As you all know, we are going to use a Bluetooth Bluetooth mouse firstly, and of course we are using a keyboard too, which is Bluetooth empowered too. And like this one, it's a foldable keyboard. It's named because you can fold it, and if you are going to shut it like this, it's going to be very, very slim and still very transportable, and you still have a full-featured keyboard, full-featured in the meaning of there is no number block or something like that, but other than that, everything is available. So in the end, we are going to use that for keyboard input, and of course the Lumia 950 XL, which is at this point here, which has a Mozo cover at the back, is going to empower us to do everything we are doing here, because all the computing power is coming from the smartphone. The USB-C connector at the bottom here is connected with the display dock, which is just a USB-C hub, which is standing at the side here, you can see it. And that one is going to is connected to the TV by HDMI in this case. And so we can see this desktop-like experience produced by a smartphone with just those components. You could even do it wirelessly, but in that case the smartphone is not going to be loaded at the same time and it's going to lose battery. So we are using it with this cable instead. And other than that, let's start with the first game. Just one little notice, you are hearing a couple of different noises in the background probably in this episode. Sorry for that, I'm 3D printing something at the moment, and that takes a little, so I can't really pause it or something. We will have to cope with it. Okay, so first off we are going to have a look at Neon Drift. Neon Drift is a game. Of course, if you want to know anything about all the technology and stuff like that, have a look at the corner up there, but you already know about that. So let's go to the first game. The first game is going to be called Neon Drift. It's more or less a little driving game where you are watching a small little, there we go, I'm just starting it at the background. In the end, what you are going to see there is a top-down view of a car that is going around, and it's drifting all the time. That's very important for you to know, because of that the name, Neon Drift. And in the end, your goal is to drift around different kind of poles in the middle and collect some kind of coins and stuff like that on it. And to do that, you are going to drift around all the time. So all the donuts you are going to produce are probably going to help you. It's very hard for me to play it. I think it's not very easy, but it is fun to play. So let's have a look. First off, you see this a little bit distorted, probably not that great looking screen. It doesn't really matter, the game is fully playable. If you are going to play it on your smartphone itself, it's going to look better, but in the end it doesn't really matter, you can really play it easily. You can use for playing your mouse, or you can use, for instance, a keyboard. I'm going to use a keyboard because I just find it more convenient with a mouse usage in this case, because otherwise you are going to have to go from one side to the other, because there are only 2 controls, and pressing on the left side or the right side of the screen is a different thing then. I don't like it, so I'm going to play it with the keyboard in this case. Very much the same, but you will have to press 2 buttons to the left or to the right to drift in that direction. Other than that, of course, to start the game, and I'm going to turn around to see everything in a better way and play it in a better way. To start the whole game, you're just going to click somewhere. In the end, it really doesn't matter much. As you can see, those are the different parts. This is the car you're driving, and by pressing the keyboard keys, you can already see it. We have a donut possibility here, more or less. The hardest thing is, so in the end, what you are trying to achieve, because you are getting money and you are getting more points and you are getting, I think, fuel from it, is that you are driving around this pole in the middle. So the pink button or point you see there is where you want to drift around, and you want to stay in this whole area, the circle, the dark circle around it. And like that. If you are staying in that area and collecting all the points, this is the best thing you can do. As you already can see, there is a fuel timer which is going to run down, so in the end try to stay alive as long as you can and collect as many of the points you can get there. Is more or less the part you want to achieve here. And as you can see, I'm very bad at it. I really find it very hard to navigate around by just drifting. Yeah. Again. Yeah, and as you can see, if you get a full drift, the pole in the middle is going to indicate that. So if you drive around, you can already see there's this clock-like behavior that is looking like a clock or something. And yeah, you will get better points and of course get a little bit of your fuel back if you're getting that done. Short answer, I am not able to do it at the moment at least. Probably if I try it out for a while, that might be different. But as you can see, it's very hard to get the right drifting motion. And because of course you will have to drive around, and if you are just pressing the button, for instance, the whole time, it's going to be a too small image there, or a too small circle or donut you are going to drive around, and so you are going to get out of the way and stuff like that. It's, as mentioned before, very hard, but yeah, probably pretty fun to get it working right. And in the end, all you have to do here is get the highest high score. That's what you want to achieve here, and try just out. If you like it, maybe it's very easy on the smartphone. I didn't actually play it on the smartphone till now, but only in the Continuum mode. So maybe it's different if you are going to play it on the smartphone, but just try it out. I would say it might be worth the try at least, and yeah, it's fun to play for a short little while at least. Okay, so let's have a look at the next game. The next game is not about any kind of fast gameplay or something. It's about SpeedWords Arena, so even if the name is Speed, it's not really a very speedy game or something. It's just something like, let's say, a Scrabble game or something like that. So you're going to put different kinds of a crossword game, Scrabble crossword, something like that. In the end, you're going to put on the play area different kinds of icons or different kinds of letters to get points. And the interesting thing about it is you're playing against other people in the whole world, more or less. So let's start this up. And yeah, you are trying to achieve, of course, the highest goals here too. It's pretty easy to understand if you don't know what Scrabble is about or something like that. Just have a look at the little question mark here. There you are going to have to watch a little video which is going to help you. And of course you can go to the different parts here. You can go to the tutorial and you can go to the mute the sound in this case. Do whatever you want, it's both fine. I'm going to turn around to play this game. And now just go in and press the play button, for instance. Now you're going to join. It might take a while or not, it depends if there's already a game running. In the end, what this is all about, you're not going to play live or person in person against other people, but you are going to play it and will more or less be in a challenge or a game against other people about your points. So first off, you will have to put one of the star parts here over the star that is given there. And now you are just going to try to create different kinds of words, as you can see already. Like in Scrabble, they have a point value, more or less. As you can see, we have 4 points at the moment because we got a real word from it. And now you are going to be able to put stuff on it. As you can see, it's not fair because we just joined in when the time was already close to up. But still, we got 15 points out of it with a couple of different little parts here. And in the end, if you press out, we are just going to join into the next one. As you can see, the game starts in 15 seconds and we are going to be at the start of a new game. It's always run in circles or in certain time slots, more or less, when the game is starting. And so, if I now go in, get another one of the parts where the star is in the middle, and now we are just going to try to create any kind of word. I don't know which one. Well, is that a word? I'm not sure. Corn might be one. So let's do corn. As you can see, if you get a real word, your corn? Oh, it's okay. Sorry. It's of course written with a C in this case. If you get the right word, it's going to go into this green state, and now you just have to go and try to get other words, which of course have to be matching the other words which are already there. So be very careful to really put them in the right position, because otherwise other words might be... Is that a word? I'm not sure. Pilt? No, probably not. But make sure that everything is matching, so in the end, if you have to put something in at this point, it has to be matching with the other parts. And this would be lab, for instance, but only if pilt, tilt. Tilt would be one. Knit, tilt. Okay, yeah, that one works out. Let's do it like this. Now I'm just speculating that something like pale, pal, or whatever is coming up. If not, as you can see, it might hurt you if you put something in that is not really a word, so be aware of that and try to... Corny. Corny is a word, so in the end, and try to get everything done in the timer here. And yeah, as high as you can, of course, regarding the different score, more or less. And so just try that out. Get the highest one you can. And that's one. Is lobe one? I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay. It's lobes one. Maybe. Yeah. Perfect. P. There we go. We got a couple of different ones in, and as you can see, we have 50 points now. And yeah, in the end, we'll have your arena results in a moment. And so we can see that other people in this round played with us. Someone got 375 in this round. We are not going to play against that. But as you can see, we had the 8th point here. And of course, we got in at 9. Probably, yeah, whatever. And so the next circle is starting, and you can just play on and on as long as you want. Yeah, I think it's a nice little game if you want to just get rid of a little bit of time. So try it out. Maybe it's helping you by, yeah, more or less giving you a better understanding of words and stuff like that. Be very careful, as I said before, to put all the different characters you are going to put on the screen where they really belong, and that all the ones that are attached to it are really forming a word. Otherwise you are going to lose points. Other than that, just try it out yourself. And while you are doing that, we are going to have a look at 3D Pool Infinity, which is just a pool game. I'm not even sure why they call it 3D. It's not really 3D, it's a 2D part. But it's a fun one, and so let's have a look at that. One little thing I have to mention here is, however, that there is a little bit of a problem with the game, because when they try to insert any kind of advertisement or commercials or whatever, then the game is going to lose it and go to the taskbar or whatever you want to call that. It's a little bit funny that it's doing that, but it doesn't really matter, because you just have to reactivate it, and then you can play on from where you started or where you are, was at the last time, more or less. So very, very good thing, because you don't have to watch the commercials, but still you have to know that the game is just playable like it is. Okay, so I'm going to pause for a little bit here, because my camera seems to be out of juice in any kind of way. And so I will have to pause for a little, and then we are going to have a look at that game. So, and I'm back again, and so let's play pool. Okay, so I'm going to go to my all apps list and go to 3D Pool Ball Infinity. If I press on that, we are going to start with the game. It's a very simple pool game which has a couple of different, let's say, levels. I'm not even sure if it's really levels or something, but as you can see, there are different kinds of stages you are going to play, and you are going to have to get them all done. There are the lighter ones, the middle ones, and so on and so forth. So you're just going to go in there. At the moment there's playing some kind of an app or whatever, or an ad, but not really. You can just join in by guest input if you want to, or just create an account if you need to. I'm just going to play as a guest. I don't need any kind of account for this, but whatever. And then just click on that, and we are going to play the game. I'm going to move around to solve the different, let's say, puzzles. It's not really puzzles. As you can see, you have 4 different hits in this case, and you have to bring both of the balls in this case in the holes, of course. And in the end, it's a very nice one because it's very easy to play and understand, but very precise in what it does. So that's a nice little touch of this. As you can see, just press the mouse button. After that you can just move around your koi. And if the stick is at the right position, for instance, this of course just means very hard, a very hard hit. And then if you are just going like something like this, it's not going to be that hard. So it depends how far the stick is from the white ball in this case. And we are going to go middle. And as you can see, this would be close to perfect but not hard enough, so we would have killed it, maybe at least, I'm not even sure. But whatever, we got it in. One of the hits is gone now, and we can, or 2 of the hits are gone now, and we can go on and have to put that one into. And of course there's a rating going on, so if you get it in a faster time, probably, I'm not sure, but in the end the most important thing with lower hits, then that's good for you. And of course, as you can see, I'm probably even not going to make it, which is a really bad thing, because it's really not that hard to play this game. But let's try it out. Yeah, okay, worked out, we got it. And we got to 1-star rating, which is bad. I already got 3-star ratings for all the starter ones. And as I mentioned before, it's going to look like this. So it's going to look like it's going to be away and stuff like that, but it really doesn't matter. Your progress is going to be saved, and after you played more or less, you can just go in again, skip again the ad, which is playing in the background or whatever there is happening, I'm not sure. And now you can just go to the next game I played. It's really nothing to be worried about. Okay, so let's try this and try to play it in a reasonable way. Perfect. That one worked out, so let's try another one. At the moment at least there's no kind of power-ups or something, which we can get. As you can see here would be the different power-ups. But we really don't need it at the moment. And this is more or less, I'm not sure, is it snooker? Maybe somebody who is better at pool in any kind of way can tell me. Seems a little bit like snooker for me. That was a bad one, yeah, okay. So one of the points here got away, which is very, very bad and hard to cope with. But whatever. We might be able to do it anyway. But it's going to be very hard now. Good thing about all this is that it's really a nice little indicator which is going to show us what's going on there. And yeah, didn't work out. He's going to throw it out again. Doesn't really matter, we are just going to go back in and have a look at what's going on. But in the end, as you can see, sometimes you get some kind of an advertisement. That one seems to be the one that is going to bring you out of the app. But as mentioned before, just 2 clicks and you're going in again and you can play it again and try it out. as this one, for instance. So let's try it again. And again, come on. No fun like this. Okay. So this worked, and now we are just going to try to get the other ones in. As you can see, it's of course a solo player game. And yeah, it's a pretty fun one because it's really, it's not too lifelike. If pool games are very, very lifelike, it's sometimes hard to cope with them. That was very close. It's sometimes hard to cope with them, but in this case it's really easy to play this game. It is fun to play it. And especially with your mouse, I think it's pretty easy to handle too. There we go, got it. And in the end we got the right 3-star part here now. Everything is fine. And as mentioned before, just click again on the game and you will be in again, and everything should be fine. All your progress is saved before that's happening, so everything is fine with this. And as you can see, we are now at the level 6 in this case and could go on. Sometimes you just don't see the advertisement, sometimes you see it. If so, just try to skip it like this. And other than that, just try it out. There are a couple of other options available, like for instance you can get the more advanced cues and stuff like that, so try it out if you want that. And of course there is a settings option here too, to get to different languages and have a look at the instructions, mute the thing and stuff like that. But it's really not much to mention. Just try the game out. I think it's a nice one and you should have a look at it if you like pool in any kind of way. And other than that, I think we are at the end of the episode now. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening. If you liked the episode, please give it a thumbs up. Of course, if you didn't subscribe till now, do it now. And if you have any kind of comments, questions, whatever, put them down below in the commentary section and I will happily try to answer them. Other than that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, have a great time, and till the next episode, bye.